Hey everybody, welcome to Real Easy. Today we're diving into an incredible futuristic city that's set to rise from the sands of the American desert. Make sure you stick around until the end, because I'll be revealing how this ambitious project plans to reach a target population of 5 million people by 2050, and whether it's actually possible to build a thriving metropolis in the harsh desert environment. What is Telosa? Telosa is not just a city. It's a groundbreaking concept designed to tackle some of the most pressing issues of our time: overpopulation, pollution, and climate change. Like Saudi Arabia's Neom, Telosa is a planned megacity that promises to set a new standard for urban living. It's more than just a place to live. It's a model for a sustainable, resilient, and equitable society. The name Telosa is derived from the ancient Greek word telos, which translates to ultimate purpose. This city is being developed with that ultimate purpose in mind: to create a community where everyone has an equal opportunity to thrive. Telosa was first introduced to the world in September 2021, a brainchild of American billionaire Marc Lore. After stepping down as the president and CEO of Walmart, Lore unveiled his vision for Telosa, a city that he believes could serve as a blueprint for future generations. The mastermind behind the city's design is none other than Danish architect Bjarke Ingels, who has a history of working on innovative projects, including a smaller-scale smart city for Toyota in Japan. The driving force behind Telosa is the desire to create a city that prioritizes the needs of its residents. Today, over 50% of the global population resides in urban areas, a number expected to rise to 70% by 2050. Cities have become hubs of education, research, and economic opportunity. Yet the benefits of urbanization are not equally distributed. This growing disparity is what Telosa aims to address. The city's mission is to provide equal opportunities for all, regardless of socioeconomic or cultural background. At the heart of Telosa's vision is an innovative economic model known as equitism. This system is designed to ensure that the city's growth benefits all its residents. In this model, Telosa will own all the land, while its citizens will have the freedom to build and sell homes on it. As the city expands, the value of the land will increase, and the profits generated will be reinvested into public services like transportation, education, and healthcare. This ensures that every resident has access to high-quality services, fulfilling the city's promise of equity. While the exact location of Telosa has yet to be finalized, the plan is to build the city on desert land in the American West. Possible locations include Nevada, Utah, Idaho, Arizona, or Texas. There's also a possibility that the city could be built in the Appalachian region of the eastern United States. But why the desert? What makes this barren landscape an ideal setting for a futuristic city like Telosa? Why build Telosa in the desert? The choice to build Telosa in the desert might seem unconventional, but there are strategic reasons behind it. One of the primary factors is the availability of vast, undeveloped land at a relatively low cost. In the American West, large tracts of land are still untapped, making them ideal for a project of this magnitude. By purchasing land at a lower price and reinvesting the increase in land value back into the city, Telosa's planners hope to create a self-sustaining economic model. However, building a city in the desert is no small feat. Saudi Arabia's Neom and the Line projects have already highlighted some of the challenges that come with constructing a metropolis in such a harsh environment. Telosa will likely encounter similar challenges, including high temperatures, limited water resources, and the energy demands of building a city from scratch. Telosa is committed to sustainability, and part of that commitment involves using renewable energy sources. The city plans to power itself entirely through renewable energy, with photovoltaic cells installed on the roofs of buildings and wind turbines placed along the city's borders. The goal is for Telosa to generate more energy than it consumes, making it a self-sufficient city in terms of electricity. A key feature of Telosa will be its iconic equitism tower, the tallest structure in the city. This tower will serve as a symbol of the city's commitment to sustainability and equity. It will house an observation deck, an elevated water storage system, and aeroponic farms that will supply fresh produce to the city's residents. Telosa's urban design and transportation. The design of Telosa is centered around creating a livable, walkable city. The urban layout and transportation system are designed so that residents are never more than a 15-minute commute away from key locations like offices, schools, parks, shops, and restaurants. Unlike the line, which focuses solely on pedestrian movement and mass transit, Telosa will incorporate a mix of transit systems, including autonomous electric vehicles. Telosa's urban planning will make use of the superblock concept, where heavier traffic is relegated to the borders of each block, while the inner streets are reserved for bicycles and slow-moving electric vehicles. This design serves two purposes. It ensures that residents can easily move around the city and that residential areas are kept away from noisy, high-traffic zones. The construction of Telosa is planned in two phases. The first phase is scheduled for completion by 2030 and will accommodate around 50,000 residents within a 6-square-kilometer area, twice the size of New York's Central Park. The second phase will span the next 40 years, ultimately expanding the city to house over 5 million people across more than 120 square kilometers. By comparison, Telosa will cover an area similar to San Francisco, but will have a population density 6 times greater. The challenges ahead. Building a city of this scale requires a staggering amount of money. Telosa is expected to cost around $400 billion to complete. This funding will come from a combination of private investors and federal and state grants. By comparison, Saudi Arabia's The Line is projected to cost $500 billion, entirely funded by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. Despite the financial challenges, Marc Lore and his team remain optimistic. They believe that Telosa's unique focus on equity and sustainability will attract the necessary investment to bring the project to life. One of the biggest hurdles Telosa faces is convincing both the government and private investors to commit to such a large and unprecedented project. While the idea of a city designed around the needs of its residents is appealing, the sheer scale of Telosa makes it a risky investment. However, Lore and his team are confident that their vision of a sustainable, inclusive city will resonate with investors and eventually come to fruition. Even though construction has yet to begin, and the project is still in its early stages, the enthusiasm surrounding Telosa is palpable. The team behind the project is determined to overcome any obstacles and make Telosa a reality by 2030. If successful, Telosa could serve as a model for future cities around the world, demonstrating that it is possible to create a thriving, equitable community from scratch. As we look to the future, projects like Telosa offer a glimpse of what our cities could become, places where sustainability and equity are at the forefront of urban planning. While there are still many challenges to overcome, the vision of Telosa is inspiring. What do you think? Could Telosa succeed where other planned cities have struggled? Will it become a new standard for urban living? Or will it face the same difficulties as other ambitious projects like Neom? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on the future of urban living. Check out this playlist of my most intriguing videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.